Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. What if Naruto unveiled Quest for Love and Legacy with pervy Sakura? Movie. Naruto, shouldn't you be in class? Hiruzen Sarutobi, the third Hokage, walked onto the roof of the Hokage mansion to see a blonde-haired boy wearing an orange jumpsuit looking at the Hokage monument in front of him, especially at the fourth head. Sorry Gramps, I asked Iruka-sensei if I could come over here to look at the monument. Why? I wanted my father to give me good luck for my final exams. Hiruzen walked to Naruto's side and saw the tear stains on his face. Minato would be proud of you no matter what, and he will always be by your side. Thanks Gramps. And I have a gift for you myself. What is it? When you pass, I'll allow you to move out of your house and move into the one your parents used to live in. We've been taking good care of it as if they're still living there. Thanks, I should head back to class. Iruka-sensei only gave me half an hour to be here. Naruto began to leave before Hiruzen stopped him. Naruto, don't you come over tonight so I can show you something? Glad to see you're back, Naruto. Iruka and the class looked to see Naruto enter as he made sure nobody knew he had been crying. Sorry if I'm a bit late, I was talking to Lord Hokage. It's quite alright Naruto. So can you do a transformation jutsu like you had to when you came back? Iruka smiled at the boy as he walked up in front of him prepared. Naruto's changed in the past few years since he found out who his parents were. Alright. Naruto closed his eyes and went through hand signs before he was covered in a puff of smoke. Then from it, a familiar hero to the class appeared. Fourth Hokage. Iruka bowed before he felt a hand on his head, making the cheering class and him come back to earth. Sorry Iruka-sensei, first person that came to mind. Naruto turned back to normal, making Iruka sigh and silence the class. It's quite alright Naruto, it's been a while since anyone saw his face and it surprised me. Gramps, what was it you wanted to show me? Naruto walked into the Hokage office later at night to see a smiling Hiruzen. Come with me. The two left the mansion and went into an elevated house. Naruto stood shocked as Hiruzen finished opening the door to see the inside well kept, and on the wall, a shrine dedicated to Minato and Kushina Namikaze. Your father wanted you to be known as a hero for your sacrifice. I know. I did months of research and I know I'm a Jinchuriki like my mother. My sacrifice was the shot for a normal life when he sealed Kurama inside of me. Kurama? I got lonely, I found myself inside the seal and I managed to find myself in common with him. With who? The Nine Tails. My rage against the villagers who treated me like I was the fox himself actually managed to convince him I was different. Naruto was walking in the house and looked at a photo of Kushina. My mother and Mito Senju Uzumaki had him sealed as if he was a devil meant to be treated like a caged animal. I released him from the cage he was in the seal, but he's not out. If anything, he wants to stay with me. It's not his fault he attacked the village. What do you mean? The day I was born, a masked man took advantage of the fact when a female Jinchuriki gives birth the seal gets weak and unleashed Kurama using an ocular jutsu only one person has ever unlocked. What was it? The Mangekyo Sharingan. Hiruzen was shocked as Naruto put the photo down and touched his whiskers. So you're saying Madara Uchiha used Kurama to attack us? He died ages ago, Naruto. I don't know how it was possible for that to happen, but it all points towards him. And if it wasn't for my mother, I would have died before the seal was finished.
How so? The rumors say that if a tailed beast is removed from a Jinchuriki, they die. My mother had enough life force and chakra to use the chains she used inside the seal to restrict him long enough for the seal to be completed. But Madara had a small control on Kurama left and tried to stab me. My parents jumped in the way just in time. Naruto was on the brink of tears imagining what had happened.
Naruto, I can't say I know how you feel, but think about Iruka. He lost his parents as well that day and he knows your grief. Your whole life you've been like a son to him even if you don't see him as a father figure. He was there for me even before I started the Ninja Academy, and since then he's been taking me out for ramen, showing me what to do when I had trouble learning something. He's the closest thing to a father I've had. Good to hear that. Now get some rest, tomorrow is your graduation ceremony. Hiruzen and Naruto left the house before they walked past the Ichiraku ramen stand to see Iruka standing waiting. Iruka-sensei. I've been waiting. You hungry? Thanks Iruka-sensei. Naruto picked up a mouthful of noodles and ate it, making Iruka smile. You're welcome. I actually needed to talk to you. About what? Man, that's hot. Naruto took a gulp of the broth only to cough from the heat burning his throat. Some parents were complaining about you transforming into the fourth Hokage in class today. And? Watch when I say who my parents really are, they'll be begging me to forgive them for everything they've done and said. I know that, Naruto, but when will you? Tomorrow. What? Naruto, isn't that a bit drastic? I know it is. That's why I'm also going to ask Gramps to permanently change my last name to my father's after before it happens. But don't you know the consequences? Of course I do. But that won't stop me. You're one determined kid, Naruto. Alright, time for your graduation test today. Iruka-sensei, is it smart for Naruto to be here? A student raised their hand, making Naruto growl quietly enough for only himself to hear. Like it or not, Naruto is a student at this academy and he'll get a chance to graduate just like you. And since everyone else has such a problem with it, he'll be the last one to test. Iruka sighed, scolding the student as Naruto grinned at his teacher's idea. Today's test is to see your mastery of the clone jutsu. Lord Hokage, do you think Naruto will pass? Kakashi Hatake sat in front of Hiruzen as he looked into a crystal ball. Of course, and you'll be surprised later on. Naruto, everyone else has tested, now it's your turn. Iruka handed the last student her headband and looked at Naruto, making him stand up and walk in front of him. Alright. Naruto went through hand signs until he stopped at an unfamiliar one to the class. Shadow Clone Jutsu. Multiple copies of Naruto appeared around the classroom, shocking everyone. Hey Iruka-sensei, to celebrate, can we go to Ichiraku's later? Sure, Naruto. Here's your headband. Iruka handed Naruto his headband as the class kept quiet as the clones walked down next to him. Congratulations, Naruto. And here are your confirmation papers, your name is changed now. Hiruzen waited outside the academy for Naruto as parents were sending glares their way. Lord Hokage, how dare you let that thing be a shinobi? It's bad enough he lives in our village. No wonder he has no parents. That last comment drove Naruto past the limit and he snapped at them in anger. My parents died for me to live. If my parents were here, my mother would beat the crap out of you like she did when she was my age if she knew what you're saying about me. And who was she? My mother was Kushina Uzumaki, and you better believe it. The parents immediately got in quiet at the name of Naruto's mother. And if you incompetent idiots are thinking the same thing, my dad is Minato Namikaze, the fourth Hokage. My name is Naruto Namikaze, and you better believe it. Man, I'm still not used to waking up here. Naruto woke up and yawned loudly, looking at his new room in his parents' house. He went into the kitchen and boiled water in a kettle before pouring it in an instant ramen cup. Naruto searched the fridge for a drink as he waited for the 3 minutes to be up to eat his breakfast. This milk is about to expire, there's only a cup left anyway. Naruto searched the pantry for a glass, and when he did, filled it up with what was left in a milk carton before throwing the carton out. He grabbed a pair of chopsticks and began to eat the instant ramen with occasional gulps of milk. He topped off the milk in the water before changing into his clothes and put on his headband. Naruto Namikaze? He should stick to a last name. Sakura fixed her hair thinking about Naruto. Sakura, you're going to be late. I know, I was just leaving. A vein became visible on Sakura's forehead before she left her house. Naruto, I figured you would have been with the third Hokage getting your own personal missions. Shikamaru looked at Naruto as he messed with his headband. Sorry to disappoint ya. I might be the son of the fourth, but Gramps said I'm still a normal kid. Naruto laughed, making Shikamaru smirk. Maybe this kid will be the greatest Hokage ever. Shikamaru took his seat before he noticed Naruto and Sasuke sending each other death glares. So you're the son of the fourth Hokage, loser? I can beat your dad in seconds. Maybe, but I've heard the stories about your clan. The only people everybody in this village didn't find assholes were your mother, Itachi, and Shisui. Don't you dare say that name. Don't talk bad about my dad. Naruto was about to lunge at Sasuke if he hadn't felt the glares of 90% of all the girls in the class. Naruto. Naruto turned around in fear to see a calm Sakura standing there behind him. Oh, Sakura. Naruto sighed in relief seeing who it was. She looks amazing today. Excuse me. Sakura accidentally used too much strength to move Naruto forward, sending him off the seat, over the desk, and into the seat in front. The only problem was he landed head first. Oops. Hi, Sasuke. Sakura realized what she did before looking at Sasuke as she sat down. Ow. Quiet down, class. Naruto, get up before all the blood goes to your head. Iruka walked in, making the class quiet down and Naruto sit normally, rubbing his head. Time for your team assignments. Iruka began to call out team numbers and the members inside it as Sakura looked at Naruto, then to Sasuke. Please let me have one of them on my team. Kami. Team 7. Naruto Namikaze, Sakura Haruno. Yeah. Sakura and Naruto cheered, catching everyone else's attention but theirs. I feel like those two were made for each other. Iruka sighed looking at the two. And Sasuke Uchiha. Sakura kept cheering as Naruto fell back in pure shock and hit the back of his head on the desk behind him, knocking him out. Man, that hurt. I think the mayo in this sandwich went bad. Naruto rubbed the back of his head while he ate a sandwich walking in a park. He polished it off and threw the napkin he had out as he noticed Sakura thinking on a bench. Hey Sakura. Huh? Naruto? Who else could it be? Mind if I sit here? Not at all. Naruto sat next to Sakura and looked at her. What's up? Nothing. I'm just glad Sasuke's on our team. Sakura's answer disappointed Naruto, making him sigh and look forward. Is that all? I guess why? Sakura looked at Naruto and noticed his disappointed face, as if she had said something wrong. No reason. I noticed you moved your bangs a bit. Really? I figured they would cover, your forehead's beautiful as it is. Sakura blushed as Naruto made his comment. It doesn't distract from your beauty. In fact, it makes you even more beautiful. Thanks Naruto. My mother was always self-conscious about her hair until one day my father saved her when ninjas from a neighboring village tried to kidnap her, since she had the 9 tails as well. Naruto began to tell Sakura a story, making her blush. Strands of her hair were falling and my dad used them to find her before she made it past the border. He explained that her hair is one of her most beautiful traits and he recognized it as hers and knew something was up. From that day she loved my father not only for what he did but how much he really cared about her. Naruto finished the story to see Sakura's face a brighter red than her clothes. That idiot thinks he's better than me. We'll see how much better he is after we meet our captain. Sasuke finished his lunch and punched a wall, thinking about Naruto. He left growling as the wall cracked and tore apart. Oh crap, I left something at home. I'll see you back at the academy. Naruto checked his pockets before running off, leaving Sakura there still blushing. Naruto. I never thought he would be such a nice guy. Sasuke's the bad boy but Naruto is the nice one. It's so difficult. Sakura yelled in confusion as she thought about Naruto and Sasuke. Sorry you guys. I ate a bad sandwich. Naruto sighed, opening the door to the class to see a bored Sasuke and Sakura. What did you leave? My dad's kunai. Naruto pulled out a 3-pointed kunai with markings on the handle from a box in his pocket. The famous flying Raijin kunai. Sakura looked in awe, holding the kunai as Naruto looked around. Where's our squad leader? That's what we want to know, loser. Sasuke growled before the door opened suddenly. This surprised Sakura, making her drop the kunai and Naruto catch it before it hit the floor. Sorry I'm late. I saw a bird fall out its nest and had to help it up. Kakashi poked his head out of the door, making the 3 sigh. So to get a better understanding of one another, I propose we say our names, our likes and dislikes, and our dreams for the future. I'm Kakashi Hatake. I don't feel like telling you my. Your likes are remembering my father and your teammates Rin Nohara and Obito Uchiha. Your dislikes are trash who disgrace the shinobi way. Kakashi looked shocked, even though it was only visible in his eyes, at Naruto as he finished Kakashi's sentence. I read my dad's journal. Well, thanks Naruto. Care to say my dreams? That's the one thing my dad never noticed. Fine then. How about you? My name's Naruto Namikaze. I like eating ramen and learning about my family and talking to Kurama. I hate jerks and bullies. My dream is to be a better Hokage than my dad and a stronger ninja than my mom. Naruto smiled as Sasuke and Sakura looked confused and Kakashi looking proud. Kurama. The 9 tails. We talk occasionally. I'm impressed. You pink hair. Oh me? Naruto or Sasuke don't have pink hair. Unless they're wearing wigs. I'm Sakura Haruno. My likes are. Sakura began to squeal, looking at Sasuke, trying to think about her likes, making Kakashi notice that. Anything else? Having someone as cool as Naruto on my team. Dislikes? People who make fun of my forehead. And my dreams are too. Okay, calm down. And you short and gloomy. My name is Sasuke Uchiha. I have more dislikes than anybody could count and I don't particularly like anything. My dream is an ambition. I will hunt down and kill my brother Itachi and avenge my clan. Sasuke growled before Naruto threw him a scroll. Read that and you'll be able to. Sasuke's mood lightened at Naruto's help.
Maybe he isn't a loser after all. Don't eat tomorrow morning or you'll throw up. Tomorrow is your true training test, so be prepared. This test has a 66% chance of failure. See you tomorrow. Be at training ground 3 around 5 in the morning. Kakashi left, leaving the three there sighing.
Eat tomorrow. Didn't Kakashi-sensei just say? I know what test he's talking about. It's a bell test where he ties 2 bells to his side. Our goal is to take the bells from him. Your dad knows about that test. Sasuke looked at Naruto confused as the Jinchuriki sat on the rail in front of them. Knows about it? My dad was his sensei. Naruto laughed as he pulled out a photo with Minato and Kakashi along with 2 other squad members in it and handed it to them. So he did this test to Kakashi-sensei? Here's the rundown. So do you guys understand the plan? Naruto asked his teammates as they all looked at each other thinking about what to do as the sun finished rising. Got it. Sorry I'm late. I got lost on the path called life. Kakashi walked up to them as they stood up and surrounded him. So you ready to test us, Kakashi-sensei? Time to explain your test first. The bell test in the beginning is tricky. He tells us not to eat so we'd be off our game from the lack of energy and hunger. Our goal is to take the bells from him as he uses all types of ninjutsu against us. Most students fail because they listen and don't eat and try to take the bell themselves or fall for his tricks. Naruto began explaining their test, making the other 2 nod.
So he's not an idiot either. Sasuke smirked as he began to imagine what happens in the test.
The trick is teamwork. If he traps me, then you 2 take that advantage to take him out. He's going to use 2 boxed lunches to bait us, so that way the team thinks that the worst person on their team will lose and go back to the academy while the other 2 get the lunch and stay genin. Naruto finished explaining the test, making his teammates smile. So if we think of a good strategy, then we'll all pass. Exactly. Show up at the time Kakashi-sensei said for us to think of a plan. Got it. Got it. Wait for me to say go. The 3 genin began to ready themselves as Kakashi looked at all of them. Go. Alright, so I stayed up a bit late to think of this. I'll bait Kakashi-sensei using a shadow clone, making him think it's the real one while we find good places to try to take him out. But he'll probably catch on, so here are the hand signs for the shadow clone jutsu so he'll be confused. Naruto handed the 2 a rice ball each as he began to explain the plan. He then began to show them the shadow clone jutsu hand signs as they began to follow and copy it. Shadow clone jutsu. The trio did the shadow clone jutsu, making 3 copies each before splitting up again. Where could those 3 have gone? Kakashi looked around for his team before dodging shuriken thrown at him. Hey Kakashi-sensei. Kakashi turned to see Naruto running with a kunai in hand. He blocked his attack and threw him into a tree. Son of the 4th Hokage and can't even land an attack. Are you sure you managed to pass? Naruto. One of Sasuke's clones ran up to one of Naruto's, making them both nod as they looked at the battle in front of them. Remember one of the plans? Yeah. The 2 clones ran through hand signs rapid fast before launching an attack. Wind style. Air bullets. Fire style. Phoenix flower jutsu. Naruto's clone shot a volley of wind as Sasuke's shot a volley of fire. The 2 attacks merged to make the fire gigantic as it flew towards Kakashi. What? Sorry sensei, but don't underestimate Team 7. Naruto chuckled before turning into a puff of smoke, revealing him to be a shadow clone. Water style. Wall of water. Kakashi ran through hand signs and made a wall of water rise from the ground to block the attack. He then used the steam to escape. Crap. Go back to the real one and tell him. The 2 clones growled before turning back into smoke. Sasuke, what happened? One of Sakura's clones ran up to the real Sasuke as he got the information from his clone. Kakashi-sensei escaped. Tell your real one he's heading her way. Got it. Damn it, so much for that plan. Alright Sakura, your turn. Naruto sighed before running in Sakura's direction. They almost got me. Kakashi sighed before he dodged even more shuriken thrown by the real Sakura. Now you guys. Got it. The shurikens turned into all the clones of the 3 of them. What? Kakashi began to block the attacks from all of the clones before running through hand signs. Fire style. Fireball jutsu. Kakashi fired a colossal fireball incinerating the clones. Phew. Finally I can. Where's my book? Such a vulgar book. The real Sasuke appeared on a branch holding a green book, making Kakashi turn around to face him. Sasuke, give me that back. Kakashi froze as he heard the jingling of the bells to see the real Naruto and Sakura grabbing the bells. They yanked the bells off, making Kakashi chuckle. What was all that? Our plans. We did some research and Guy-sensei told us how you love this disgusting thing, so we had an idea. We'll take the book from you when you weren't expecting it so we can get the bells. Sakura explained what they did to Kakashi, making him smile. We wouldn't have done this without Naruto's brain and Sasuke's skill. I see. Well. Kakashi smiled and got 2 lunch bentos from a stump behind him. You pass. You did exactly what I wanted. You worked as a team, you used Naruto's jutsu to try to distract me. Sasuke, you used your stealth skill to take the book for your teammates to get the bells. And Sakura, you used an advanced shuriken clone transformation jutsu so Sasuke can take my book, which I want back. Sakura handed Kakashi his book before using Naruto and Sasuke's shirts to wipe her hands. Here, you guys deserve it. Good. I used so much chakra it's not even funny. So did I. The 3 grabbed the bentos and split the food 3 ways. Your son's a fine shinobi sensei. Kakashi looked up, seeing an image of Minato. Hey Naruto. Naruto opened his eyes to see Kurama in a sleeping-like position looking at him. Yeah, Kurama? Am I a burden to you? No way, Kurama. Sealing you in me was the best thing to ever happen to me. You're one of the best Jinchurikis I've ever had. Man, that was a good sleep. Sensei said we would start missions tomorrow, so I guess I should go talk to Gramps. Naruto walked in the street heading towards the Hokage mansion before he saw a beat-up Sasuke buying a black version of his shirt. Sasuke. Sasuke, what happened? Naruto walked up to Sasuke, making his teammate wince, turning to see him. Hey. Naruto. What happened? That scroll you gave me. Those techniques are kicking my ass trying to learn. Alright, come on, show me what you can do so far. Ready. Sasuke barely managed to stand as he and Naruto were in the Uchiha compound as he was about to show what he had learned from the scroll. Go ahead. Sasuke ran through the hand signs faster than Naruto can see, but a bit slower than Kakashi. Lightning style. Earth flash. Sasuke slapped his hand on the ground, making lightning flash through the ground and destroy a training dummy. Perfect. Fire style. Majestic destroyer flame. Sasuke unleashed a colossal inferno, incinerating the remaining training dummies, making Naruto clap.
Amazing. Oh no. Naruto stood up in shock as the fire kept going.
That's a problem I keep having. Oh crap. Naruto pulled out his father's kunai and threw it in the direction of the fire as he ran through hand signs. He disappeared from his spot and reappeared above the kunai. Water style. Rampaging water. Naruto put out the fire by shooting a high-pressure stream of water from his mouth, making a wall of steam appear. What the? How did you get there so fast? Naruto got the kunai back as Sasuke's jaw agape, seeing him go to it without walking. I learned the second Hokage and my dad's flying Raijin jutsu. Pretty cool, huh? Naruto laughed sheepishly before changing his expression. Sasuke, I need to talk to you about something important. What is it? Come with me. My parents' house is more secure. So what is it? Naruto activated some privacy seals as he and Sasuke entered the house. That scroll I gave you wasn't to kill Itachi. It was to free your family of its curse. What curse? And what do you mean? My family was murdered by Itachi. Itachi saved you and your mother. My mother. What does that have to do with anything? Sasuke, lower your voice to Kushina's son, please. Sasuke's eyes widened as he turned slowly to see a woman with hair colored like his and a familiar missing nin resembling her wearing a black cloak with red clouds exit the kitchen. Hello Sasuke? Mom? No. You're dead. Itachi killed you. And I'm going to kill you for that. Sasuke charged at Itachi only for Naruto to stop him before he reached his older brother. Please hear them out. I'm sorry for what we had to put you through. I can never forgive myself for murdering the others of our clan. Itachi sat down and took off his cloak as he took a sip of the tea next to him. That day is one that still haunts my dreams. I was asked to kill our clan to stop a coup d'etat to overtake our village by the third Hokage. But I luckily ran into him a few hours afterwards and he had no idea of what I was talking about. I looked into it and it was actually Councilman Danzo impersonating him. I told Lord Third and he told me this. Our father was the ringleader of the whole operation and so were the others but mother. Itachi came to me and I told him of a special genjutsu we could use. Unlike our Sharingan genjutsu, it only works on those we need it to. In our case it was everybody but us two. We cried for us to do it to you too so you can find out our plans so we can live as happy as we could, but Lord Third told us that you couldn't because of the fact we would have to go into hiding or undercover in the Akatsuki. I went hiding in the village hidden in the clouds. Itachi went into the Akatsuki undercover before defecting a week ago to get me so we could get back. But the curse. What curse? We've been destined to turn evil from the generation of Madara Uchiha. The Sharingan corrupts us, makes us insane and craving power. We're the lucky ones. How so? Some Uchihas find something even more important than defending the honor of the clan. What is it? Family and the village. Itachi put his hand on Sasuke's head, making the youngest Uchiha look at him. I never cared for the honor of our clan. Watching you grow made me realize that there's nothing more important than to protect my family. Have you ever gotten a good look at the village? It symbolizes the perfect mix of multiple clans. One clan can't be better than the rest, we all have to live in harmony. The Hokage's job is to protect the village from any threat. The reason he or she is chosen is because of their wisdom and skills. Look at Lord Third. This village was made from the brotherly bond that Hashirama Senju and Madara Uchiha had before Madara defected and died at the hands of Lord First. I see. Naruto, you knew all this. I did some research, and Itachi came to me yesterday when I got back. Phew, that test was brutal. Naruto walked in not even an hour after his bell test and was greeted with the scent of freshly made ramen. Hello? Anybody here? If this is a joke, it's not funny, it's terrifying. Naruto Namikaze? Son of my aunt Kushina, correct? Naruto turned around to see Itachi eating a cup ramen, looking as if he was waiting. Yeah. Aunt? Wait. That look, those eyes. You're Itachi Uchiha. Correct. I need a favor. What is that favor? First tell me why you're here, when if Sasuke shows up any second he'll kill you. For a favor. And in a way your mother was my aunt because she was best friends with my mother Makoto. What's the favor? Lord Third has already approved that my title be released so I can be a Jonin here. But my mother wants you to bring Sasuke over tomorrow so she can see her baby boy after so many years. She's alive? I spared her and she's almost here in the village. She asked me to get here earlier to ask you for that. Mom. Itachi. Sasuke hugged both of his family members as under his eyelids his eyes slowly turned into Sharingans. It's all right, Sasuke. Your father may not be here, but that doesn't mean we can't be a family. All three of us. Makoto rubbed her son's head as Naruto watched happily. If only that could have been us. Naruto looked at the photo of his parents and smiled as he pictured the three of them resembling the reunited Uchihas. Thanks.